Hi guys, it's Haley. Today I wanted to show you that you can make anything in your journal, or even if you don't have a journal, or like no supplies, like no stationery, no markers or anything, you can still make a really cute journal spread with just a ballpoint pen. And you don't even really need to be that artistic to make something cute. Really, all you need is like a pen, something that you can use as a straight edge. And if you have tape, great. That will help with adding a few extra cute details. But if you don't, then you can just draw this or something similar exactly like this. And we're faking the fact that we have stationery with the setup that I have done here. So to start, I made the border look like washi tape. And I even made it look like it's overlapping. And then the edge of the top and bottom parts of the washi tape, I kind of gave like a rough edge to look like it was torn. Um, and then I just was, since this is like an example of a way that you can do this, I ended up like just making a May spread for this. Just to use as an example, but looking back, I'm like, I could have just done June and then like I would use this myself for June because it turned out so cute. So, and then here I was trying to come up with some sort of flower design that I could cut out to look like a sticker, or actually, no, this was the title, sorry. So I wanted to do just a simple, like, um, capital letter title that's interrupted by the cursive. I wrote it at first, but then I just didn't like the orientation of it. It was a little bit too tall of letters. So I redid it and used like a piece of paper that I cut out to as like a guide to keep that center part of a gap. And then after I cut it out, I tore each of the sides of it to look like it's just a ripped piece of paper. And then at some point after I fill in like the washi tape with the design that I want, then I'll glue this down for the title to make it look like it's a sticker, a homemade sticker essentially. And then here is where I am drawing just some simple daisy type of flowers and then cutting them out and leaving a little bit of like a white outline on them to kind of look like a sticker. So I did 2 of these, and then the rest of the spread is literally just pen on paper. So I'll catch up in just a moment. Here I am starting to fill in the washi tape. I wanted to make like a grid tape design, so using the straight edge as a guide, I just made like a simple like grid pattern. Just a bunch of straight lines, but I would pressed extremely lightly, like feather light with the pen, to make it look more like a pattern and not just lines on page. So that just kind of made it look more like it's a washi tape and like an actual object instead of just two-dimensional, I guess. And then for the top and bottom piece of washi tape, I tried to do like a polka dot design and then realized I hated it. So I ended up filling that in with a black brush pen. And while that may not be something everybody might have, I feel like most people could find some sort of like wider tipped pen laying around their house to use, or you could fill it in with a solid washi, like solid, just fill in the with the ballpoint pen. Sorry, words are hard. Um, or you could make up your own design. I was thinking at first of doing like diagonal stripes as well. I just thought that that would take a really long time to do, so that's why I just went with filling it in with a solid pen. My lines at first were a little wobbly, so I ended up going over those with like a straight edge as a guide, and then the rest of them I was just a little more careful with filling those in. Um, so yeah, I liked how that looked. Especially once I put the other elements on there, like the title and the stickers in the corners, then it just really kind of gave it that extra layered element to really bring the design together and make it look more like just a little bit extra special, extra cute. So next after this, I added in some just hand-drawn boxes using my straight edge, and while having like the dot grid is nice for placement, I mean, you could still do this without that guide. Just make some rectangles on the page. And then I added below, on the left-hand side, below the boxes, I added a want list and a need list. So wants are like, of course, things I would like to buy, but maybe should wait on, and then the needs list. That way I can check those off. Like if I was using this for May, that would be something I would want to use. And then below that, I put a little spot for some notes. And then on the right-hand side, you'll see I put in some really cute clouds for some May highlights and added a little extra details to those to really bring the design together. And yeah, so here I am. I did use a correction pen to fix where I wanted this box to go. I understand that most people might not have that. I would, if you have like access to a pencil to like trace out your design first before you just go for it, that's probably ideal. But me, I just went for it. So just with things that you can do, if you don't have like correction tape or a white gel pen like that. And then to bring this design even more together, add a little extra cute element. I added in these butterflies with like the little flight design. I find that when you do this and like weave it in between the pages, or like make it appear that it's like weaving behind part of the design, it just makes it look more layered, and a lot more cute and pleasing to the eye. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. If you guys would like to see more things like this, I have so many ideas, and there's just so many ways that you could use things that you can find around you to use in a journal spread. And you don't need to spend tons of money on stationery supplies to make something cute. So here I'm writing in some quotes on the sides. It says, "May your dreams be bigger than your fears." Just thought that was really cute. And with the May for May, like when I saw that quote, I was like, yeah, I have to include that. So yeah, these little clouds on the side, I added like the little flower design and like the dots on the inside border, just extra cute, extra little pop of detail. I love adding dot lines in like inside my boxes, or just doing like a dotted outline of my boxes. Just something to break up just a solid line is so cute. So yeah. this is pretty much it. Added in just little spots to fill in some highlights of the month, and this is the finished spread. Let me know below if you like this and you want to see more content like this. And because I do, like I said, have so many more ideas of like ways that I could hopefully show people or inspire somebody to be able to make journal spreads with very little or no supplies. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.